to our politicians and community leaders, we need to see real action on safeguards today. This is what I hear thousands of people all over Australia saying. More than 4 years on a Disability Royal Commission. The changes we see to grassroots level safeguards are still yet to come in any big way. An NDIS review, and still we have a system where administration errors by NDIS mean the difference between living at home or living in hospital and social work admissions, because we can't just call a planner and we can't have them fix their own mistakes. Of course, state and federal systems need to align. Most people don't use NDIS, so of course we need local foundational services. With violence, abuse, neglect and exploitation happening daily, some people won't survive another day of waiting on simple fixes and someone to visit and check on them. Independent, one-off planning phone calls are not the best way to work out what funding and services a person needs. Of course, the funding bucket isn't bottomless, so stop wasting money and time constantly choosing the most expensive and least coordinated policy. Disability impacts all parts of a person's life, so of course all government departments need to work together, because not working smart means working hard and wasting tax dollars. We can't afford not to fix NDIS and how we plan and deliver community services in Australia. You have to bring the human back to human services, and it terrifies me that we need to even say that to our policymakers. Automation and scaling up practices for car manufacturing are not the way to deliver the NDIS. Mental illness, disability, family supports, community development all go hand in hand. Politics does not fix poor systems and poor decision making by professionals. The sector itself and providers have to fix this as a community, because we need leaders. When you stop checking and looking, of course dodgy behaviour by providers increases. What did you expect? Getting this right makes it cheaper and more economical. Getting it wrong costs us tens of billions of dollars a year already. It is not rocket science. This is about people's lives. It can't wait another day. Some people can't wait another day.
This country shouldn't be just measured by the number of billionaires and the number of gold medals. It should be measured by how we treat the most vulnerable and most powerless in our nation. The NDIS is a test of the nation that we want to see in the mirror. It is a test of the nation we want our kids to see. Disability is a fact of life, but if we put barriers in the path of those with disability, we're actually saying to our kids that we're not as smart as we think we are. We're saying to our grandkids we're not as generous as we think we are. So friends, it's great to be here with you. It's great you're doing this. The stories, the connections are so important. The good news needs to be heard. The good news must be heard. But most of all that I want for people with disability and the people who love with them, the people who work with them, is hope. Hope is what gets us out of bed. Hope is what drives our dreams. The NDIS should be a vehicle of hope. Together, let's put the hope back into the NDIS. Thank you very much for listening.